So now we are going to talk about verses. It is going to be the first main part of the story your track will tell. So it's where you start the kick bass, you slowly build up your elements, you tease the main hooks, the leads, the main leads, the main affixes, you build the tension and the rhythm. And that's where you slowly progress into all your elements that you've accumulated when composing before arranging. It's often built in repetition of 8 to 16 bars, and you can add elements one by one or two by two, or really short one, and then slowly bring your drums in. You have to fill a space with strong one-shot affixes or elements. Because you tease every elements one by one, it's important to put the entire emphasis on them, and so maybe you can just make them fuller with reverb or delay, a bit like I did in the intro. So basically, this would be my main part. Again, I have a bunch of drums, a bunch of elements, a bunch of affixes. And so what I would do with my verse would be simply starting the kick bass. Yeah. So here comes my intro. Nothing more in it for now. I can start after a 16-beat to add a drum. Yeah. To tease it. I think it's a layered snare, so probably... Yeah, what's interesting to do when you have layered elements is bring each layer of the elements one by one. So now you can hear it. It's only half of the snare, and in this part right here, I'll just cut the bass, do a small drop, and then it will be the full snare. And then obviously you want to add more elements to that. So I like to start with a crash. I would probably make this start a bit later. Then I think some perks maybe could be fine to tease. Yeah, for example, I have this one. I won't put the full one, but I will use it as a teasing FX. Delay is really used in certain music because it makes some elements just appear and then disappear in the long run, and that's how you fill space and you get people to focus on really thin new elements, and then you can bring the bigger one. So I could bring some affixes, I believe. You can just some of the phrases you made, you can just destroy them, you can cut them, you can make something a bit weaker with them, but it will make people remember these elements and see their stronger version in your chorus. And to add some more rhythm, I could only make the snare start after this little phrase. Yeah, it's cool. That's the basic Zen verse. It's just like few stuff happening here and there, some really rhythmic phases, some little delays. It's like making something really groovy, but at the same time not too slow or not too empty. Right. Some elements here. The bass, like, it could be literally anything. So I said... River, maybe? And that's all about rhythm. Then you have the verse growing up. I could basically repeat what I've done in the first one, but adding more elements. This is something that is often done. Is like the repetition makes people remember what you've just done, and the sound you've just teased them, so they're like, oh, it's coming back. But you just add more stuff, then it grows bigger into your main chorus. So I could make this one a bit longer. Maybe I could have the same one, but modify some part of it. Could be in river. So as you can see, I don't have any plans. I don't plan anything. I have fun with stuff that I have, and there is no schematic that I'm trying to follow. Yeah, that's what I like. So basically, people hear the first one, and they'll be like, "Okay, it's a new FX, some perk," and then the rest of the verse is starting. There is more stuff happening, and then they basically remember the first one, they expect to hear it again as a repetition, but you modified it, and so they're surprised, and it's this sense of surprise that is entertaining people and that is grabbing them during the entire duration of your track and the story. That's how you keep people's attention, by surprising them. So I could have this repeated more often. And that's fine also, just moving some part of it, because like, again, that's the surprise. People expect it to be these samples coming at the offbeat of this measure, but no, suddenly it's not here, it's after that. And then that's where your chorus starts in. You can do longer verses. This one is really short. And I believe it could be interesting to have one repetition more of it, so I can build even drums a bit more. Maybe add some adds. First repetition, second repetition. This. Yeah. Do. What I'm doing here is just trying to make something that is more groovy, but not yet this kind of highway groove that is meant to be the main part of the track. Like that's where most of the rhythm is happening. So I'm just trying to tease more stuff, but not making it too groovy. And then onto the chorus. And that's it, you've introduced basically your listeners to the main part of your track by slowly teasing elements up to the chorus. That's how you build verses.